Hello, everyone. So let us start with our next module. That is our tackling salary negotiation. So when we talk about salary negotiation, it is where you are going to discuss and agree on compensation. So compensation basically is what? Here we are going to.
ना ये रहा सामने
Amit, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for the
Yes.
mic.
No problem. No problem. So when we talk about salary negotiation, so this is the process of discussing and agreeing on compensation. So compensation means salary, perks, benefits, and bonuses, right? So this is between a candidate and the employer. And here we are not just talking about money. This we have to understand. When we talk about salary, it is not the money that we are talking about. It basically covers work flexibility, leave policies, professional development opportunities, and other perks that are involved. Okay, so the goal here is to reach mutually beneficial agreement where the candidate feels fairly compensated and the employer feels that the investment is justified there. Okay, so that is what salary negotiation is. And when we talk about, the Indian context about salary negotiation. So many Indian candidates, they basically hesitate to negotiate for their salary. Okay, this is due to a fear of losing the offer or being seen as greedy. So that is the issue that we Indians, we actually face this. And employers sometimes expect that negotiation, this you have to understand. Okay, but the candidates often accept the first offer that comes to their, their face. So there was a survey by Michael Page, okay, India, revealed that only 55% of Indian professionals negotiate salaries and compared to at least 75% in the West. So today, this is what this whole module is all about. Okay, that how to negotiate for your salary, and doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, it is important for you to negotiate. You need to work on, in India, rather everywhere, not just in India, across the world, there is a lot of gender pay gap is there. All right. So women earn up around 19% less than the men on an average. So that is why to work on this this payment parity also, it is important for us to understand how to negotiate. Okay. And for every industry, for IT, negotiations are very, very common. And for startups, there are fixed pay structures are common there, but equity, flexibility, and perks are quite negotiable there. Okay, so every type of industry, they have different types of payment structures, compensation structures as such. Okay, now when we talk about the salary as such, the importance of the salary before we come to the, the um, understanding how to do the negotiation, let us work on why the salary negotiation matters, why it is important for us to negotiate the salary. Okay. So here, first thing is it sets the right career baseline. So your first salary at a new job becomes the benchmark, okay, for your future raises. So that is why future raises may be of promotions and job switches. So if you start at a lower pay grade, okay, so every future percentage is, it's a based increment. So so it will also be very, very low, right? So if you are a candidate who starts their income, their payment at rupees 8 lakhs per annum, okay, and candidate B negotiates at rupees 10 lakhs per annum. So after 5 years of say 10% annual hikes, the company gives you 10% annual hikes, then of course the B person will earn more than you. Okay, significantly more than you. So you have to understand that your whatever you're going to start your salary at, that should be according to the market and according to your skills. Okay, then salary negotiations also reflect confidence and your self-worth. So negotiating shows that you value your skills and contributions. Okay, so employers often view negotiations as confident and assertive professionals. So it is important. So if you don't negotiate rather, then sometimes it gives the impression of low self-esteem, or you lack awareness about your market worth. Okay, so that is why again salary negotiation is very, very important. Okay, research has shown that women and younger professionals, just now we discussed about that, are likely to negotiate, they don't less, they negotiate very, very less, which contributes to gender and generational pay gaps also. So that is why negotiating ensures fair and equal compensation based on skills and performance, not just on demographics. Okay. Also, the job market, see, when you talk about the job market, compensates value and not just the effort. So negotiation allows you to highlight your unique skills, okay, your certifications and your achievements that justify higher pay. Okay, so sometimes the interviewer also asks, so why do you think you deserve this much salary? Of course you have got the skills, you have to highlight those skills, you have to talk about your previous achievements, your past experiences, that is why you deserve that salary. Okay, especially for niche roles like AI, data science, cyber security, renewable energy. So negotiation ensures you get paid what the market truly values. Okay. Employees who feel fairly compensated are, of course, they are more motivated. So when you think that, okay, you are getting paid, quite according to what your market worth is, so you will always be more productive, more motivated. You will be more loyal to the organization, right? But if you don't negotiate, employees may feel undervalued here. Okay, it happens, you develop that resentment. Why should I work? I'm getting very less pay from this company. I will do whatever I'm told. Okay, only I will do what is in my JD. Okay, this will lead to lower performance and higher attrition. Of course you will search for better companies, better opportunities where you are getting more pay, right? You will not be able to stick at one position. So negotiating for fair pay gives psychological satisfaction and it improves engagement with the company, loyalty towards the company. Okay. Employers expect us to negotiate. Very, very important. Okay. So a well prepared, if you are well prepared, you during your the negotiation process, you should be more respectful. You need to show business maturity and the ability to discuss the value, your market value logically there. Okay, so it shows that you can handle tough conversations, a skill that's useful in leadership roles. One thing you remember, I'm giving you a tip here. When you are discussing about the salary negotiation, there can be a point which might hurt you emotionally or maybe professionally. You never know, something, some type of any type of dialogue given by the hiring manager, you never know, it might hurt you in somewhat the other way. You have to remember that During such type of incidents, keep yourself very, very calm. How will you do that? Always keep your voice down. Okay. And it is important to have a eye-to-eye contact always. Many times it happens when you are not comfortable with such type of conversations, you don't look eye to eye to that person. Okay. Remember these things. Keep your voice down. Okay. Lower your voice and always look into the eye of the person and then discuss about it. Okay. And hold your maybe you're feeling that whatever feelings you have during that time, hold it. It's okay. There are people because see, not everyone can be like us, right? So there are people, you are not like me, I'm not like you. We have different ideologies, we have different backgrounds, so we cannot compare ourselves to the other person. So you have to understand that person's situation also. It's okay if that person doesn't understand. We are right now at a situation where we need to be very respectful to the person. And okay, if you think that no, this is not going to work, the world is not going to end. Leave. You think that okay, I'm not going to get good pay here, it is not going to be my worth, it's okay, leave it, not required. Okay. And also, you see, a higher starting salary means higher PF, Provident Fund contributions. Okay. So in India, PF is directly linked to your basic pay. That is very, very important. Okay. Your gratuity amounts, your bonuses also. Okay. So over decades, this significantly will impact your retirement savings also and your wealth creation as well. Okay, so think long term, not short term. Right now, अभी तो हो रहा है, अभी तो सब चल रहा है, it's okay, I will manage. No, this is not the thing that you need to work on. Think yourself how you are going to work in the longer duration, longer term. Okay. And here, encourage when you do salary negotiation, it encourages non-monetary benefits also. Non-monetary benefits is very, very important again. So salary negotiations often open doors to other perks also. Flexible working hours. Maybe you are looking for hybrid work. So that time a bit lower salary might not affect you. Okay. Extra leave days. So you are in need of some extra leave, some extra weekly offs. It is okay. That time also these things can be manageable. Okay. Health and wellness benefits, education allowances, or skill upgradation scholarships if the company is providing. Okay. So during such time, even if the base salary is fixed, professionals negotiate often, they walk away with more value overall. That is, the compensation is very, very, they work on the compensation negotiation. Okay. Also, here, if you do salary negotiations, it also reduces your future regret. Accepting a lower offer without negotiation, it can lead to dissatisfaction later, especially if you discover that your peers are earning more than you. Okay, so negotiation prevents this feeling by ensuring you have done your best to secure a fair deal. Okay. Also, salary negotiation strengthens employees relationship as well. So contrary to fears, respectful negotiation doesn't upset the employers. It sets the tone for transparent and maybe win-win conversation. You never know. Okay, so employers know that confident, assertive employees, candidates often become better leaders, okay, and better negotiators for the company's business interest. So they also want to see how good you are in negotiation. Sometimes this is most of the time, this is the strategy of the company. They await for you to negotiate. Okay. Also here, when we talk about there are lots of cultural barriers also. Okay, so in some cultures, especially like in India and Japan, people hesitate a lot to negotiate because we have a fear of rejection and everybody is desperate to get jobs, better jobs. Okay, so practicing negotiation builds courage. It is important for you to practice before you go for the interview. Okay, work on your soft skills and your cross cultural adaptability. Okay, you might be going for some multinational workplaces, so that time understand who you are, how you are going to converse, how you are going to negotiate. Okay, now let us work on the importance of negotiation. If you have any doubts, you can please raise your hands, or you can put your question in the chat box. Okay, I will try to reply them to the best of my knowledge. Okay, so the preparation stage, that is your first, that is do your homework, research industry standards, use platforms like Ambition Box, okay, Glassdoor, LinkedIn Salary, okay, out there pay scale. So I've given you four platforms here. You can choose anyone: Glassdoor, LinkedIn, LinkedIn Salary, Ambition Box, pay scale. Okay, to know the average salary for your role, for your location, for your industry, and for your experience. All the details you will get there. Okay, assess your value, list your skills, your achievements, your certifications, and your past contributions also, that make you valuable, that make you the person that deserve that much pay, what you are trying to expect. Okay, there's something called as BATNA. Okay, know your BATNA. This is what we say. BATNA is best alternative to a negotiated agreement. So this is very important in negotiation skills. So we do BATNA there. Okay. So that is alternative. What is your backup if the negotiation fail? That also you have to be ready with. Okay. So are you going to stay at your current job, or are there other job offers also? That also should be ready with you. Okay. Then decide your range here. We are working on the preparation on the first stage only. These three things you are going to do. First, you're going to research, then you're going to assess your value, know your BATNA, and then decide your range. So minimum acceptable salary, okay, that should be ready with you. What minimum can you expect? Okay, that is your walk away number. Then your target salary, the ideal amount you aim for. Okay, and what is a stretch salary? So this can be a higher number than your target value. Okay, target salary. So for example, you are trying to get 20 lakhs per annum. Okay, so when you start negotiation, you can start with 22 or 23 lakhs per annum. Okay, so always aim a little higher than your target. This leaves rooms for compromise also. So coming 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs down, it becomes okay for you. Okay, then timing of the negotiation. So knowing when to negotiate is as important as knowing how to negotiate. Okay, so don't start too early. That is very important. Even if the employer asks you, so what is your salary expectation? So avoid that type of questions. You can say that right now I am focusing on understanding the role and the responsibilities here. So can we pick up the same question again in some time, if that is okay with you? Right? So avoid, and you should also avoid asking about salary in the first round itself, first interview round. Okay, so focus on demonstrating skills and fit. Wait for the employer to show interest. Wait for them. Okay, so once you are shortlisted or offered with a role, you have more bargaining power now. That is the time that you should strike. So right now the iron is hot. Strike that time. Okay, so what is the best moment to start to work on this negotiation? After you receive the job offer. Okay, but before you accept it, you have not accepted it yet. Okay, then initiating the negotiation. Okay, that is your third stage. So this is where communication style matters. Be polite and professional. Okay, keep your voice down. Have a eye-to-eye contact. Okay, employers expect negotiation. They are not looking for arrogance. So be polite. Okay, express your enthusiasm first. I'm really excited about this opportunity. This role actually aligns perfectly with my skills and my career goals. Okay, then you can gradually transition it to salary negotiation. So I would like to discuss the compensation package to ensure that it reflects the value that I can bring in to the role. Okay, and then you can start the negotiation. Then here you are going to present your case, your point of view. Okay, so bring your request with logic, not with emotions. Many people say, I have this much family, my parents are on me, are dependent on me, or I have these many kids, or I don't have anyone in my family, or this and that. No, these emotions does not play anything. In the business world, negotiation does not work at all. Sorry, emotions does not work at all. Okay, so here highlight your skills and achievements. So in the previous role I led a project that increased the efficiency of say by 20%, something like that. So I believe this experience directly benefits this position. Okay, so based on my research, the typical range for this role, that is, you can talk about the location and the industry, is X to Y range. Okay, X lakhs per annum to Y lakhs per annum. So considering my background, I think Y would be a fair amount to start up with. Okay, so employers appreciate candidates who are open to discussion. Of course, you just cannot be very rigid. Okay, and remember, you are doing your homework and so is the employer also. You have to remember that. Okay. Then handling the employer's response. Of course, now you have put your point. Now the ball is at their court. Now they are going to work on it. So you may hear yes, no, or maybe let's discuss. Okay. So here's how you're going to respond. So if they agree, express your gratitude and confirm it in writing. Okay. If they counter lower than you ask, stay calm and evaluate. Okay, so what you can do here, you can reiterate your value. Okay, you can compromise midway somewhere. Okay, like a sabji market. Yeah, or you can negotiate the non-monetary benefits. They are flexible work, bonus, learning budget, and all those things. Okay, if they say no, then you are going to just ask about, you are going to ask about future increments. Okay, or some performance-based raises. Or you can ask them, is there a upcoming review window also? What are the review periods for the salary? Okay. One tip I'm sharing here with you is silence is powerful. So after stating your number, pause. Don't rush to fill the silence. Okay. Give them some space. That pause, that silence should be around 5 to 6 seconds long. Okay, it often pressures the employer to respond positively. Okay, this is something, and I'm telling you from a scientific point of view. When you put your point and then you pause for some time, this actually shows that you are at a higher position right now. Okay, then negotiating beyond the salary. So compensation just isn't about the monthly paycheck. You need to negotiate about signing bonus also. Is there a signing bonus? If it is, then how much it is? Can we improve? Can we increase on it? Okay. Performance-based bonuses. Some ESOPs are there. ESOPs are your stock options that are there for the employees. Okay. A remote working or hybrid policy. Then your paid time off. Your health insurance, such type of allowances the company is paying, traveling benefits, education, or maybe your training sponsorships. If the company will ask you to reallocate somewhere, so will the company provide reallocation allowance, which is very, very important. Okay, so this is especially useful if the company cannot increase the base salary. Okay, but you can adjust the other benefits accordingly. So do not stick only to the monetary part. You can work on other things also if the job is good for you. Okay, then finally closing the negotiation. So once a fair agreement is reached, you need to express your gratitude. So thank you for working with me on this. I'm excited to contribute to the team. Right, get it in writing, very, very important. Always request a revised offer letter. They will say, "Aap abhi to sign kar lo, then we will see. We will put it in the email." No. Be very specific. Tell them, "I will wait. Just please revise it." Okay. Or get a formal confirmation on another piece of paper. Okay. With the company's letterhead. Then you can ask them to put it there at least, which can be attached to the offer letter. Okay. Stay professional. Even if you decline the offer, do so politely. Okay, your reputation actually matters. They should understand that that you are a good employee. They are going to miss on it. Okay, then the post negotiation follow. So if you didn't get what you wanted, ask for a salary review after 6 months. Okay, based on your performance. Okay, keep a track of the promises. If they have promised about bonus, benefits, some allowances, work on it, understand how, track it, everything. Okay, deliver strong performance so that you can negotiate more effectively in the future. Okay, clear for everyone? Then, whenever we are working on, your salaries, negotiations, some key principles here. You are not going to work on the emotional part. Okay, work on your facts, figures, data, value, not your personal needs. Okay, confidence is the key. Flexibility always wins. So salary is not important, but total package matters too. Okay, respect the process. Be like in a partnership. It's not a battle that you have to win. Okay, it's going to be a win-win situation. Both positions should be able to get what they are looking for. And always think long term. Okay, don't just focus on the immediate salary. Consider career growth, learning, and financial benefits over time. Okay, now, when we talk about how should we research about the salary? Okay, so first is here you can use, I already told you different types of online salary platforms are there. Glassdoor, LinkedIn Salary, Pay Scale, Ambition Box. Okay, go for the Indian focused one. Okay, Indeed Salary Insights are also there. You can check out that as well. Okay, then check the JDs. So many job postings, especially on LinkedIn, Naukri.com, Times, Monster India, Angel List, Indeed, Glassdoor. Okay, they mention salary ranges. So even if not explicit, you can compare similar roles across multiple companies to identify the market trend as such. Okay. Then compare the company reports. So annual salary guides are there that has published by many consulting firms like Michael Page is there. Okay. Then Quant Ferry is there. You have to check for the Indian market or whichever market that you are going to start for. Okay. So industry association and chambers of commerce, sometimes they release compensation surveys also. Okay, there are lots of HR reports and this blogs and reports like SHRM is there, Naukri Insights are there. You can get information from there as well for your particular industry or sector. Okay. Then you can work on some networking and informational interviews also, connect with professionals in the similar roles on LinkedIn. Okay, politely ask about in their industry salary range. Don't ask about their salary, ask about the salary range. Okay, then you can attend webinars also. You can go to networking events as well, or some alumni group also. We all have alumni groups, right? School, colleges, your masters and all. So where you can check with the people in your industry or in your kind similar roles about the compensation trends that are there, and you can discuss on it. Okay. Then government also shares lots of data. So in the US, you have Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. Okay, this provides median pay across the industries. In India, we have reports like Labor Bureau is there, ILO India is there, then Skill India. Okay, sometimes they mention the wage trends as well, right? Then understand the factors of location. So salaries are they vary drastically based on geography. Okay, so a software engineer in Bangalore may earn differently than one in Kochi. Okay, maybe the role is same, but the salary packages are different. Okay, so consider the geography also. Consider skills and niche expertise as well. Roles that require emerging technologies like AI, cybersecurity, data science, blockchain. Okay, so often pay above market. Okay, certifications like AWS, PMP, CFA, Six Sigma, okay, SAP, they can push you into the higher end of the range. Okay, so soft skills like leadership, communication can also justify higher compensation. Okay, and it is important if the recruiter asks you about your expectations, you can respond with a range based on your research. Okay, so I have researched the industry benchmarks on Glassdoor and Ambition Box. I see the range for this role is from this to this much. Okay, so considering my role, I think this one will be apt for me. So like that, you can put it there. Okay, this shows that you have done your homework and are not just guessing. Okay, and update your research regularly. Salary changes yearly due to inflation, due to skill demand, or maybe economic conditions. Okay, so post-COVID, for example, cybersecurity and data science saw a massive jump, okay, in the pay, while some others got stagnated. Okay, clear now. Here, how to, okay, so how to answer, it was this, yeah. What is your salary expected, your expected salary? Okay, so understand why the employees ask this. First, let us work on this. So to check if you fit their budget, first thing. Okay, to see how well you know your worth of in the market and to assess your negotiation skills. Okay, so what all things we just discussed about you need to do your homework, research. Okay, delay if possible, give a range but not a fixed number. Okay, and share some logic about it, your experiences, your skills. Okay, your give some data on that, your achievements, and be confident, but at the same time you have to be polite. Okay, so you can say I'm more focused. And now, if there is a try to delay the offer. Okay, so you can say that right now I'm focused on understanding the roles and responsibilities. So once we establish a mutual fit, I would be happy to discuss about it. Okay, a fair range, a fair compensation package. Okay, or you can provide a range based on the research. Okay, so 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, like that. Based on my research, I got to know that this is the range, and according to my experience, achievements, and skills, this much salary is good for me. Okay, fits my this role. Okay, then here you can what you can do is turn it back if you are not very sure about how to start the negotiation. So you can say, when that interviewer, okay, so for example, if I ask you, so what are your salary expectations? Okay, so rather what you can do, instead of you giving an answer, you can say, could you please share the budgeted range for this role in the company? Okay, this will help me to give you a more precise expectation. Okay, many recruiters will reveal the salary band. Okay, if you ask them politely, then give premium justification that I have this many experiences, this much skills. Then I have achieved these many things. Talk about numbers there. Okay, so that is where you can work on talking about your salary negotiation. Okay. Now, there are some things that you should avoid, 10 mistakes to avoid. Okay. So this we have already worked. Yeah. Okay. So I will come back to this also, what not to say. This also I'll come back to. Okay. So accepting the first offer immediately, that is the first crime that you are working on. Okay. You are committing that crime. So many candidates, all of us have done it. I have also done it initially. Okay, so many candidates, we all jump at the first offer because, of course, we are excited. Okay, and sometimes, we are afraid also of losing the opportunity. Okay, so employers often they expect the candidates to negotiate. Very, very important. So always thank them. Ask for some time to review and then return with a counter offer. Then not doing your market research. You don't know what is your worth. What will you give them the range? Okay, so go to the platforms that we discussed earlier and then understand about it. Okay, the range. Then revealing your current and your expected salary too early. So if you disclose your current salary, the employer may anchor the new offer around it only. Okay, so even this can make you underpaid also in your current role. Okay, so politely delay the discussion until after the offer. Okay, then negotiate with confidence. Without confidence, big crime. So using hesitant language like I was hoping, or maybe can you do that much for me, please? This shows insecurity, nervousness, apologizing, or lack of eye contact can weaken your position. So speak with clarity and confidence. Okay, practice your pitch beforehand. Always do that. I always used to work on two things when before that. Of course, I used to work on my resume and everything, but two things I always used to make sure that I should know. First is my elevator speech. How am I going to introduce myself? Second is how I'm going to work on my salary negotiation. Okay. Being too aggressive or confrontational. Again, very, very big mistake. Sometimes candidates demand a very high salary, okay, with the attitude like take it or leave it, my way or highway. Don't to give that attitude. Okay, this creates a lot of tension. And most of the time, even if you have all the skills, you have all the experiences, you are the best candidate, but if you show that attitude, the company will not hire you at all. Stay polite, collaborative, and professional there. Okay. Focus only on your base salary. Again, wrong. It's a compensation package. Okay, so focus not only on take home pay. You might have to work on the bonuses, extra allowances that they are paying, flexible working hours, your learning benefits, your leave days, all those things you need to work on. Okay, so negotiate the total compensation package, that is your base salary, your perks, and your growth opportunities, right? Then accepting the offer too quickly out of fear. Many candidates accept an offer because they are afraid that the employer might withdraw it. Okay, so in reality, employers, they rarely pull back the offers if you are the right candidate. Okay, they are looking for you to do some negotiation. So what to do instead? I always ask for time to review. Even 24 to 48 hours can give you space to evaluate the offer. Okay, making it more about your personal needs. I need X amount because I have rent, I have loans, I have family expenses. No, it's not about personal needs. Okay, companies pay based on the value you deliver and not your personal financial struggles, basically. Okay, and ignoring the future growth potential. Some guys, candidates, we all focus only on the immediate paycheck, but we ignore the growth. Don't do that. A slightly lower package and a fast growing company may pay off more in the long run. Always remember that. Okay. So ask about appraisal cycles, performance bonuses, salary reviews. Okay, so that is what you are going to work on, and not getting the offer in writing. So verbal promises, say we will review your salary in 3 months. They often get forgotten. Very, very simple and clear. So write all those things, that review of the salary will be there in 3 months, 6 months, or something like that. I will get this much percentage hike in my next review. So without written confirmation, you have no proof later. So always request an updated offer letter or some written confirmation, okay, of any type of negotiation that you have done with the employer. Okay, clear? Anything, any other doubts if you have, please let me know. Yes, okay. So now these are some things that we do. So of course, we have already discussed about accepting whatever comes your way. Don't do that. Okay. Always wait for the correct time and show your worth, that you deserve what you're asking for. Okay. Then saying that I want the highest salary possible, this is very kiddish. Don't do that. Okay. Give a range and show that you have done your market research. Then giving your personal reasons, again, we have discussed, it's a no-no. Here you have to show your professional value. Okay, and saying I'm flexible. You are being too extra humble, which is not required. Whatever works for you. No, this is not the way. You are demeaning yourself. Okay, so rise up, show your worth, and give your range. Okay, and stick to it politely. Okay, I haven't really thought about it. This shows that you are unprepared. Don't do that also. Okay, and then saying that can we discuss that later, again you are showing that you are the ball, you are giving them the ball, that now it's in your court, you do the thing, I am just sitting here. Don't do that also. Okay, right? And then we have already worked on it. Your salary range, you have to give the salary range depending on the market value. Then you have to, sometimes you can flip the question, you can ask them, so what is your range, what is your budget, accordingly I can work on mine, I can give you a detailed understanding. Okay, Then delaying the answer wherever it is possible, delaying the answer for that till you get the job offer. Okay. Okay. Then giving a specific number. Specific number, don't do that. Give them a range. Specific number is that you have become a bit arrogant. You are not in a, you are not ready to negotiate. So instead, do give them a range, and a range higher than your target number. Okay. So these are some scripts that you can work on. Okay. About how to answer the during such negotiations. Okay. Helps. This will help you to understand how to answer during such situations where you have to do some type of negotiation. Okay. There are few extra tips that I can share with you is, see, most people either they ask too low or they give a rigid number. Okay. Experts use a high anchor range and they show the flexibility. Okay. So you can say, based on my research and experience, I would say 15 lakhs per annum to 17 lakhs per annum would be a fair, but of course, I am open to discussion depending on the full package. Okay. Then negotiate at the end of the month or the quarter. So recruiters and HR people, they often have targets and budgets to close the positions. Okay. So towards month end or quarter end, they are more likely to stretch the offer to meet their hiring goals. Okay. So if you're, I'm giving an insider move. So if if you time your final interview or negotiation close to those periods, try to do that. Sometimes, of course, it's not in our hand, but you never know. You can be lucky enough. So close to these periods as such, so you have a stronger leverage to negotiate. Okay. And remember, you are not there to negotiate. You are there to trade. So instead of saying, I want X amount more, here you are using a trade-off strategy. So if we can agree on 12 lakhs per annum, I would be willing to take on some specific additional responsibility you can put there. Okay, right from the start. You can put that responsibility, whatever it is under your work. Okay, under your area of expertise. Right? So these are few tips that I shared with you. And now we are open for all your doubts. You can ask me if you have any doubts. You can put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and you can ask me.
Ma'am, when
Yes.
we say about the PF deduction,
Hmm.
then what is the last limit we can deduct from our salary? Company say only 12% we will deduct, and what is the last limit of it?
Okay. So you can go, the company says, okay, so if the company says, for example, they say that 12% is your limit. Okay. Usually people go for 60%. Okay. So you can make it to 7% or 8%. And I have seen lots of people doing it, say, around 4%, 5% also. Okay, but you can go till say 7% to 12, so 8, 9% like that. Out of 12%, you can do that also. Not a problem. It all depends on your take home, your base salary. It actually depends on that. So if your base salary is high and you can manage a higher cut in your PF, then you should definitely go for the higher PF range. But if your sales base salary is low, then you will have to manage with a low this PF range.
And when we get ESI and when we get insurance, means up to what salary our ESI we get, and up to what salary we came in the insurance point of.
See, now it all depends on the company. That I cannot say about that as such.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, it all depends on the company. See, every company has a different pay scale. They have a different payment policies. So wherever wherever I have worked, everywhere I have got different insurances, different allowances, different percentage for PFs. So it's never the same. And sometimes there's a industry norms also that they follow. And nowadays, government is also getting involved in the labor, payments and all, employee payments and all. So it depends on the companies and the industry how much percentage or how much insurance or how much allowances they are paying.
Okay, okay. And means if we say company to deduct 20% of my salary as PF, then they will do this.
Yes, they should. They should.
Okay. And according to you, is it sufficient to deduct 20% salary?
Again, it
Means
depends on your base salary.
means if I say then that you can deduct 10,000 from my salary,
Hmm.
then after a long term, if I see it for the 10 year, then it should be sufficient to me that I can manage my expenses of children, marriage, and like these type of expenses
Okay.
in 10
Okay.
year. It is sufficient or not?
Okay. Okay. So now see, what I always advise is when you're working on the PF, start with a lower range. Okay. Then gradually take it to a higher range. Why? Because you will when you are working on the lower range in the beginning, you will set yourself. In the beginning, you might need a higher payment. You will need a higher salary. So for that, start with the lower range, then gradually move to the higher range because at the end of your retirement, you will need lots of money during that time. Okay, for your personal and your professional requirement. So this is what I have seen people doing, and this is what I also do. So when I started working, my PF was less, and now it is. I have worked on increasing it. There are different types of allowances also that people work on. So you can get you can for the time being when your PF is very high, during that time you can work on those allowances as well. Okay, so start with low, don't stick to one range because see, there is a change in the this the water, the inflation also, right? So
Yes, yes,
inflation
yes.
affects our salary. So that is why always keep on increasing. Don't stick to one amount.
Okay.
Okay, take
B-
it to amount where you think you are comfortable. See, it all depends on you. I cannot tell you which one is good and which one is bad. You should be comfortable with the salary that you are getting after deducting your PF.
Okay. One last question.
Okay. Yes.
There is a gratuity.
Gratuity, yes.
Yeah. Then they said we will give you after 5 years.
Hmm.
If you are in the company before this, if you are leaving, we will not give you anything from it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Once,
yes.
once I said that I want my gratuity after 15 years. No, sorry, 5 year. Then my manager advised me that why are you taking this after 5 year? I don't know how he calculate and I can't understand. Instead, he advised me to borrow money from anywhere that this gratuity doubles you. And what is the pattern of this?
Okay,
I can't.
okay.
Yeah.
So gratuity, see, it's good that your company is giving you gratuity, but
Okay.
usually you should take it once you retire. Okay, you will get a good amount of gratuity. It's always increasing. The gratuity is always increasing. In between, if you ask, then again, आपने अभी तो निकाल दिया, then later on again it will start from zero, right?
Okay.
So it is always advisable to take. That is why your manager or your boss advised you to do that. Okay, though I learned about the gratuity, to be very honest, I forgot how it gets calculated. That I'm not very sure, but it always keeps on increasing. So if your company is giving you gratuity, now companies have stopped giving it. Many companies, but if they are giving you, it's good. Take it almost around your retirement, not just right
Hardly
now.
said.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Anything else, anyone? I think our class might get over. So if you have any questions, please quickly ask me.
Ma'am, once again, will you please explain how to negotiate salary, because I joined this late. So
Okay, so I
just
don't know.
in short, please.
Yes, yes. Okay, Pranali, I'm not very sure if you will be able to hear everything because class might get over in between. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but let me anyhow discuss about it. So when
Sure.
we talk about salary negotiation, okay, so here you need to understand that you are, if you negotiate, it does not mean that you're greedy. You have to make sure that you talk about your achievements there, you talk about your skills, you show that you deserve the range that you're asking for. Okay, always give a range. Do
Okay.
not say that, okay, I will, if I ask you that, Pranali, what salary expectations, what are your salary expectations, then you will say I'm expecting, say, 12 lakhs per annum. Do never do that. Tell them that, according to my research, that I learned that for my pay grade and my experience and all, my salary ranges 12 lakhs to 14 lakhs per annum. And according to my experience and my skills, I think 14 lakhs is what I should expect. Okay. So,
Okay.
and then you show that you are ready to discuss also. It is important. You have to show that discussion, that you are ready to, you're flexible enough. Okay.
Okay.
Then talk about your value, why you deserve that 14 lakhs per annum. Okay. Here, make sure they, many a times this happens that during the first or second round itself of the interview,
Mm-hmm.
the employers want to know your expectations. Never discuss during that time. You always delay it. Okay, if you know that you are going to cross the third interview also, or maybe four interviews, or how many rounds it is, you have to always delay it. Okay, never accept the first offer that comes your way. You
Okay.
have to tell them, say, okay, thank you for giving me the offer, but I was expecting a higher salary than that, and this is my salary range. If possible, can we discuss on this? Okay, delay it to the time you receive the offer in hand. Okay, that time the company will negotiate it with you. Do your market research, very, very important. Okay, so I
Okay.
discussed about the platforms like LinkedIn's, LinkedIn salary is there, Indeed, Glassdoor, all these places. Go and check the salary ranges that these companies or vacancies are providing. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then see, you need to be confident enough. During this time, a lot of, lot of things can happen. Things can go, the things can heat up also. The conversation can get heated up also. So that time,
Mm-hmm.
keep your calm, keep a very steady and low volume, low voice, look eye to eye with your employer. Okay, and then discuss with lots of confidence there. Okay, don't try to be too aggressive. You have to be humble also, but you need to be confident enough, right? Salary negotiation doesn't mean that you have to work on base pay. You have to work on the whole package in the sense,
Okay.
your pay, your, that is your salary, your base pay, then your perks, your allowances, and any type of your learning growth opportunities that the company is providing. Okay, so if you think that, okay, the salary is a bit less but I'm getting better growth opportunities, then it's a win-win situation for you. Okay, then working, understand your, you have, many people, what they do, they talk about their personal needs, that I have this family
Okay.
problems, I have these issues, I have a rent to pay. Never talk about your personal issues. Nobody cares, rather it is not needed also. Okay, so accept and
Okay.
understand that your professional, that is your experience, your skills, your achievements, your certifications, they are the things that will add value to your salary range. Okay, and think about long term. Don't think about short term. Short term as in, abhi to salary mil raha hai na, jitna mil raha hai theek hai, I will do it. No, Think about the long term. If you think about the long term, then when there is a pay hike, some salary reviews are there, then your salary will not increase as your other people are getting the salary. Okay, because you accepted the salary at a lower range. Okay. Now, if you get the offer letter and you have asked for a more pay range, okay, and the company has agreed to do it, always get it in writing. Or the company has told you, okay, we will review it after 3 months or 6 months. That also you need to get it in writing, because usually companies don't remember. Rather, if they remember also, they will not do it if it is not given in writing. Okay. So this is
Okay.
in short that we discussed about it. Okay,
Okay.
Pranali?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so
Anything
much.
else, anyone?
No.
Okay, so next class we are going to discuss about handling unexpected situations. This has happened with me a lot. So from my experience, I am telling you, do attend this class so that you can
Sure.
understand about it in more detail, how to work on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then
Yes. Thank
everyone,
you.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good week ahead. All the best.
Bye.